What's up, fellow creators? About 2 weeks ago, I was in the market for a motorized gimbal, and I was crossed between the Moza Air 2 and the Ronin S. And I watched a ton of videos, and from what I saw, the Moza Air had slightly better footage, slightly smoother, and a lot of people liked the LCD screen with the ability to change a lot of settings within the device itself versus having to use the app as in the Ronin S. For the past week, I've been in the Bahamas. My brother got married, and for those who know, I film weddings full time. And at one of the stops, I got off on the beach and got married right there on the beach. But luckily, I was a part of the wedding, and the cruise didn't allow outside photographer and videographer. But however, the photographer was really cool and let me get some shots before and after the ceremony. I also got a bunch of shots while we were on the boat, and just so I can compile a little travel video for my brother and for myself. So in this video, I'm just going to talk about my initial thoughts, my thoughts of using this past week, and show you some sample footage. So first off, I absolutely enjoyed using the Moza Air 2. I have a previous video on my channel that I made a long time ago when the Crane 2 first came out, and I actually wasn't a fan of it. At the time, I had the Canon 80D with the Sigma R18-35, which is an awesome combo, but that lens is really heavy, and I think it was just giving it too much of a front heavy, and I was just getting these micro jitters, and it would look completely smooth like while I was filming, but then I brought it in the post, and especially for filming weddings, I did not want to take that chance, so I continued using my Glidecam HD4000, but I figured since I switched to the Fuji XT3, which is insanely light, with the Moza Air 2 being able to take over 9 pounds, I just wanted to give it another shot. And I didn't have any micro jitters. So the big question is, am I going to be getting rid of my Glidecam for the Moza for weddings? And the answer is no. I'm going to be using both of them. I think each have their own time and place for certain shots. For example, I think for certain aspects of the wedding, the Glidecam will be a lot faster. For instance, if I'm going to do a detail shot of like the shoes and the jewelry and the earrings, I get it all set up and I want to do a top-down shot. In the settings, I set the pan and tilt kind of slow, and so if I was going to get a top-down shot, I'm going to have to sit there and wait for it to do it. I could go in the settings and change it, but that's just another step I have to do, and then it's going to take me that long to get my top-down shot versus having the Glidecam. It's just boom and you're done, and it's quick. And for weddings, I shoot solo a lot, so it's kind of a quick shot, and for that you're going to get the exact same look, if not better, because the Glidecam, in my opinion, is a little more floatier in certain instances, but just the main thing is just getting the shot quick and moving on to the next aspect of the wedding. And me personally, since I shoot solo, I think the Glidecam is going to be more of a need, and then this is going to be more of a want shot, because for when she's getting the dress on, when he's getting ready, it's like boom, I can get all different angles super fast, versus this, I'm gonna have to go through the menu. They do have this cool thing where you hit the trigger twice and you can get it back to centered, but it's not going to be as fast when you're trying to do a top down, a forward, different angles. I think the Glidecam is going to be much faster. Where the Moza Air 2 I think will be better is the more artistic shots. Like, for example, I took a shot of my girlfriend's dog running, and I got down low, I was able to turn upside down, and for this shot I literally just held it with one hand and I ran alongside him, and to get that shot with the Glidecam is near impossible, especially for the speed that I was running at. Another scenario where I think the Moza Air 2 will come more in handy is longer distance walks and running. The Glidecam, some people will argue this, but the Glidecam has more of a float look to it, and I think over long distance you're going to see that float, where the motorized gimbals today keep the horizon the same, and being able to run and just long distance, it's going to keep the horizon straight. But the big thing you're going to have to battle with more than the Glidecam is your up and down motion. So when you're running, you just have to do that ninja walk in order to combat that. But I personally think if you have a shot that requires you to walk a longer distance or to run, the Moza Air 2 would be a better fit for that. I also used it during my brother's first dance, and I actually thought it was really awesome. Traditionally, when I film weddings, I'll use the Glidecam when they first start out. I'll get some quick motion shots with the Glidecam, and then I'll throw it on a tripod, and then I'll just have two cameras, one wide, and then I'll have one tight, kind of next to each other, a little spaced out. And I think it would be really cool. The problem is I shoot solo. If I had a second person, I'd probably have them on the tripods, getting the tight shot in the face, and I could use this as a wide and just move around, because to me it actually had a nice, really pretty look to it, and you can get really creative by going down low, coming up. So I think if you got more than one shooter, I think incorporating the Moza Air 2 would be an awesome addition to increase the quality of your first dances. So there's a lot more features within the gimbal and the app, but I just wanted to show you the main features that I used during this 5-day cruise and how I'll be incorporating into my wedding films. I hope you liked this video. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, leave a like. In the comment section, make sure you guys let me know if you have any questions. I do my best to answer them, any of the questions the best as possible. Also in the comments, wedding season is approaching me. I've been letting this go for a while. Let me know in the comment section if you think I should keep it, or if it's unprofessional, or if this is where the creativity lies. But if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you guys subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.